Qualifying on pixel painters is heavily determined by your teammates. I'm very aware of this point, although that doesn't make it impossible to do this with randoms. With these tips and tricks, you'll be one of the more competent members of your team. Map breakdown. For people who don't know how this map works, and I know you're out there, whatever the screen in front of you displays, you have to draw that on the floor. You do that by jumping on the tiles in front of you. The screen and floor are both based on a 7x7 grid. Personally, my recommendation would be to stand where you can see the screen directly in front of you. Bench warmer. Often what I find is everyone bum rushes the stage on the most basic of paintings, and since everyone is painting, no one can keep track of what their teammates are doing. Oftentimes, I find that not everyone is needed in order to complete a painting, especially the more easier paintings. Staying back and let 3 of your teammates do a painting will make their lives a whole lot easier. Heck, I would even say that some of the paintings only really require 2 people to do them. It really depends on how well your teammates are doing and how fast you guys are able to finish the paintings, but definitely use some situational awareness and see if your teammates do need help or not. Section it out. Instead of trying to do the entire painting by yourself, choose a part of the painting and do that instead. In this example, both sides are the same but mirrored. I did one part of it while my teammates did the other half. Breaking up the painting into small sections is a great way of doing the bigger paintings. If you need to, you can do another section if you're done with yours. Otherwise, you should get off the board and see how your teammates are doing. If you get anything out of the video, just start doing this, and I recommend everyone start doing it if they haven't already. If you just section small pieces to your teammates, eventually you'll be able to create the paintings much easier and much faster. SIDS, which stands for slow down silly. While it may seem counterintuitive to slow down when there's a 3-minute time limit and other teams to compete with, by rushing the complex paintings, you're more likely to make an error and potentially waste time trying to find the mistakes you or your team has made. By slowing down and doing a part of a painting, you allow yourself the best possible chance of finishing the painting as soon as possible without any errors at all. If it's a simple painting or a small section of a bigger painting, you can pick up the pace, and as you get better at painting certain pictures, you'll find yourself doing it faster and faster. Just make sure to slow it down slightly at times. Report and leave. If you have someone running it down mid, just open the menu, report them for griefing, and leave. This is literally the textbook definition of griefing. Sometimes it's just not worth your time. I will say this, newbie players might understand how to play this map and just kind of run on tiles randomly. I find that grabbing them gets them to stop, so you could try that as a last resort. The best way to play this map is in a voice call. This allows you to communicate your intentions. However, you can play with other people without the need of a voice call. Just make sure to be patient and keep an eye out for what your team is doing and fill in the gaps if need be. And sometimes staying back is the best thing you can do. If you got any value out of this video, consider subscribing. I'm trying to get to 20,000 subscribers by the end of 2022.